So if you buy goods wholesale and then sell them whether it's in a cafe or a restaurant, how should you price the markup so you can make sure you can make a sustainable profit? Now, when it comes to hospitality maths, so many restaurants just do the age-old uncle trick. My friend is selling it for $3.99, I'm going to sell it for $2.99. But this is the problem. What happens is you end up literally burying yourself because you can't make up the margin on the wholesale cost. Because here's the thing you don't understand. With food, there's spoilage, there's wastage, there's shrinkage, and all of these things add up to the overall cost, which means, yes, you can go to Booker's or you can go to a wholesaler and buy it for £1, but you can't necessarily sell it in your restaurant for £1.30. Now, for a general rule, I often say that if you're buying something wholesale and you're selling it ready to go, for example, in a cafe where you buy cookies wholesale and you just heat it up and sell it, it should be at least 3x the cost. So, for example, if it costs you £1 to make that cookie, you should be selling it in your cafe for £3. That is the best general rule. And the reason I say 3 times is because your business will incur a lot of costs despite just buying it from wholesalers and selling it retail. There's still labor, there's still the ability of needing to sell it, there's still the spoilage, the wastage, the shrinkage. By that basically means the cookie can go bad, the cookie can get broken, or someone could nick the cookie, for example, a staff eating it. All of that stuff accounts for that cost in that 3 times wrapper. Now, of course, this is basically the general rule for markup and price up profitability because it accounts for so many things that you might not think about. It's a general rule. How you do it for your business depends on what you've got, whether it's a car dealership, a plumbing shop, whatever. But here's the other thing. You may ask, as a viewer or as a person who maybe works in the business, why doesn't the business just do everything? Why don't they make the cookies? Why don't they make everything? Why don't they make the coffee? Firstly, for example, in the case of a coffee shop, they do make the coffee, they'll make all the labor involved with it and everything to do with that because that's their premium selling product point of view. What they'll do in terms of when it comes to cookies and why they might buy it wholesale is because it's to do with the convenience. They might not have the space, they might not have the ability or the labor to make all the cookies in-house. Plus, can you imagine the spoilage if you don't sell all those cookies? By doing it this way, you can make sure that you don't waste as much food, and also convenience is everything, especially in this economy. When you do go out to get a coffee, you also want to make sure you have the pastry or a cookie to go with it, and that's what the coffee shop helps you with, the convenience.